came in a bit earlier than anticipated because I've got somewhere to go. I know people have been waiting for 2 o'clock, but I came in how many minutes before? I think 30 minutes before 2. I really need to do something. I had somewhere to go. So since I had put 2 o'clock, I said, no, let me just come a bit earlier and see how I can commence and really. Hello, hello, house. Hello, house. Hello, sweethearts. One person on board. Oh, so come in, like the video. This is not I came in how many, like, what do I say? I came in. Thank you for being the one person that came in and you liked the video. Thank you, Michael Singh. Michael Singh, thank you for coming in for being the first person to come in and being the first person to like the video. As you come in, like the video. As you come in, you like the video. Come in, I like the video. Oh, thank you, darling, Mimi Central. You came second. You came second. It's been long I've not come online. I was busy doing some things for myself. I said, let me just pass some time before this thing stays dormant. Yep. Lydia Phobia. Hello, Lydia. Welcome to the house. You are welcome. As you come in, you like the video, you mark yourself present. Oh, today is Saturday. I said, let me just come and make something short. I think 1 hour, but you see, at times you say you want to make 1 hour, and you just make 2, 3 hours. 2 hours. It depends on the topic. Or more. Let me see. Come in. You know, I always start when I get to 10 minutes. I started at 1:43 instead of 2 o'clock our time. DNB. Instead of 2 o'clock our time, I wanted to catch up with time. So today I said, let me do something. This thing has been dormant a bit. I said, okay, let me come up and do some short something so that to keep it good and good and going. He's talking about feet. You're from the moon and from the sun. Little 45. Says I'm really excited for see her. It's been long I've not seen you, Little 45. What's happening to you? What's happening to your world? Your world. I've not seen you for long, Little 45. That's one of my greatest amongst. Little 45, you've been missing. Busy writing exams, going to school, you know. Those are the things that keep people occupied. Me, I'm busy at home, taking care of my spouse and my other responsibilities. That's how life is. Choose your path. Choose your path. Yes, dog. Okay, as you come in, you like the video. Today we have a very beautiful topic. Somebody gave me a topic to talk last week about house helps. Those like in Africa who have like house help. So today I'll tackle house help, and I'll tackle this issue about Cameroonian community. I don't know whether it happens to all the communities. Cameroonian communities where that when somebody is sick, we don't really pay attention to the person, but the minute the person dies, we want to prove as if we were so close to that person, or we are giving all sorts of testimonies about the person. But when she was alive, we never pay that kind of reverence to the person. The sweetest, my daughter. It is. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Thank you in advance. Same to you. Happy Thanksgiving. But you know, for the past how many years we've not celebrated Thanksgiving, we're not thanking. I don't know, see, we used to thank this thing. We that this situation, Thanksgiving Day, we don't really celebrate. If they invite us out, we go. But this year, my daughter has born that they gave them in their workplace that their turkey, and she said, "Mama, what do we do with it?" I said, "I don't know. My son is not here. I don't know. If we have somewhere that will give, we'll give. If we have anybody that has not bought, that they say Thanksgiving Day, well, we are thanking God for. Why are we thanking? We are thanking for what? Okay, for life or for what? We have a burden on our this. It's a group of families. They converge and they make their. So our own family is that is down. So Kashmir Paradise, welcome. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations, Liru, for 5. That's exactly what I said. Fake love, you're welcome to the house. School is very important. Everything in life, just go to school. You better your future. You better a lot of things. When you're going to school, you see a lot of advantage. You build up your CV, have good jobs and that kind of thing. No matter what you do, go back to school. School is very, very important. If so, those of us are both 50s are still going back to we are still going to school, what about you, younger ones? That's the most important thing in life. Fake love, my beautiful, beautiful girl and hardworking. Thank you, Njam Kabali. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, like I've not come online for, I think, for 4 days. The last time I came online was when I was in San Antonio, when I was discussing about what happened to my car and how I got it fixed until I brought it back to Houston. So all these days I've been busy. I wanted to come live yesterday, but yesterday I had to go and change my car battery. Too much wahala. My friend told me, say, adulthood is a scam. Adulthood is a scam. Too much wahala. Today you're fine, tomorrow something else comes up. So it's really, really difficult. I got it. Anymore, it's important. Fake love with all that work, hard work, with all that money you get, you go back to school. That's a very positive thing. It's very, very positive. And I guess this time I can't come on, I must can't see you. No matter what it takes, I must can't see you. You know, if you hide away from me, I'll just find the situation of your bar. Bones, where they selling among go sell drinks. I'll just land it. That's it. You go stop me, boo. Now, small, with the rightful state of mind, willpower, and everything, go stop the mimbo. That's how it is. Then you go do, and maybe God go help you. No put God in name for the for back. You see by yourself, say, I want to stop drinking, and you do it. You do that. So, we're getting to 8 minutes. We just have one thing. Black Beauty, you're beautiful. Black Beauty, you're welcome, darling. We just need to, very soon, we'll just start with our topic of today. Yeah. Christopher Oldfrog was that. So, as you come in, you like the video. Come in, like the video. Come in, like the video. Welcoming the new people who came today, and those who have been there for always, who are always here. You loved. Too much love. Yeah, I like the video as it coming. Like the video. I'm happy today because Little 45 came in after a long while. She said she was writing her exam. She was in school. Then this Chris wanted to say, he goes school with Mimbo I. Right? So you went to school with Mimbo I, where you were already drunk. Because that one is the school the entire head where without Mimbo for your eye. It's very important. Yeah. Okay. Few minutes to start. Few minutes to start. Few minutes to start the program. Pam 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 pam. Let's say when I did for my upstairs, so I did hardly dance because I don't get me music. I for my room, and if I put on the volume, go to disturb that for back because I go increase the volume. I really want dance, but by then I for upstairs because my daughter did for downstairs. They do some things, and you don't want me see when the day house man not do me my live show for them for living room. I disturb them because they do their other things there too. So usually I like to do it in my son's room. That's it. Dog lover, greetings. You're welcome to that. I like to do it in my son's room. So let's start with what is our topic of today. We'll come close to where I'm sitting. Okay. Okay. Fake love say you need what? Fake love. Fake love, no worry. When you behave yourself again, like in the next 2 shows, I'll put you, I mean, because you're one of my faves. If you, the next 2 shows, even though I get policies, I must know I mean them. Like physically, like on one. I'll put you, I mean, Black Beauty was an exception because she was one of the people who came immediately I started this channel. She was one of my first persons, and she was always present whenever I came online. So that's it. No. Alden World Walker. No, I've not listened to your song. What's the song? We have 23 people online. Okay, we're already on 12 minutes. Today I really want to talk about as like I said I should come on board today. The topic we talked on last, we just talked about generalities. So today I want to talk on 2 aspects when it comes to Cameroonian community and our community at large. There is a tendency that I've noticed with us Cameroonians that when someone is really sick, very few people come there to see the person. They come there to like give the person hope. They come there to like give the person like pray with the person and call you the family and let me say sympathize with them, give them hope, pray, give them money and that kind of a thing. But immediately that person dies, everybody wants to like, oh my God, everybody wants to be part of the whole thing. They want to be like, oh, it's me, it's about me, I am the person and person. It is not good. I had that issue that I had discussed it family. An example, like I was angry at one point with my husband's family. They were not like interested. Something came up, and there was one day I came and I gave them back to back. I told them, I said, now you people are like, okay, our brother is there, nobody's coming. When something happens, you come to contributions. I said, I will not take anything from you guys. I will not take anything from you guys because it is easier. People come together. You say, okay, we'll say that, okay, we are doing it because there's something that you have to help your sister in distress. In distress must not be that the person dies before you come into her aid or something. Somebody can be sick and probably does not even have money to buy the medication. Does not have money to buy medication. And because of it, the person dies. Then you come now with all the money that you have in the world to come and give. The person, maybe probably the person needed just 50,000 for his medication or 100,000. But you do not give it at that time. But when the person dies, you come and give 1,000,000 francs. What's the sense of it? What's the sense of it? That this person sang it, I think this guy that they beat him say may time wey dey this, no be say when he die, you can buy secure for 1 million. It doesn't make any sense. This is what happens in our society. Someone is down morally, any otherwise, you don't sympathize with the person, you don't help the person out at that moment of her life when she's desperate. Yeah. Oh, Doc Lover, welcome. Juicy Juice, welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, most often than not, we don't go there. Somebody is down in that moment, in the moment that we all need help. We don't do it. We don't contribute. But when the person dies, all of us will go in there to make merry. We want to go and eat. We are dancing, and you'll be the first person to go and sympathize. Oh my goodness, the person don't die. When the person was sick, where were you? Where were you? What did you do to assist that person when the person was down? When the person desperately needed your assistance? It even happens to some of our brothers and sisters back home. They stay here in the US, they have so much money. They live their life the way they want to live, go back home and see where their parents are. And when the parents pass on, they celebrate, they come and make how they call it vigil, we keep, and they contribute millions. They go and spend, people contribute for them, they go and spend little, like less than nothing. But before, when your parents were alive, you did not give them the thing that they were supposed to enjoy while they were alive. You don't. You just use it. You collect money and you go and give them a befitting burial, in quotes. But when they were alive, you could not even build them beautiful people. You could not give them 3 square meals. But these are people who suffered for you. Our Cameroonian community, I don't know whether that's the same thing that entails in all the communities. Our Cameroonian community, we adore death. We adore celebrating death. You don't celebrate your sister who is sick. You don't sympathize with your sister who is sick. You don't go to you. How many of you can go to somebody's, you leave your place and you go to one of your friend that is sick? Say, but what have he do for you? What do we do as Cameroonians, as sisters, to be there for one another? It's only on death. That's true. That's true. Oh, juicy juice. Juicy juice. Juicy juice. I put other people that I know. I mean, people that I know them, like, Dr. Mike, the Mike, $3 glasses. If you think so, that's good for you, my dear. Whatever you think, good and fine. If it fits, then fine. Yes, Dr. Lover is a really bad thing because this is what we do, most of us in Cameroon, most of our Cameroonian community. I've not been in the other community, so I'm talking it strictly. I'm not keeping myself away. I'm not keeping myself. I am part of the whole thing because that's what we do as Cameroonians. If something happens to you, my closest friend or my neighbor, I will not go and sympathize with my neighbor as her then when she's down. I'll wait when she dies. Oh, my neighbor. I would say, oh, my mommy, she was like this. You give her all the accolades. You give them all the things that they need. But when they were down, you were not there to assist them. You could not even give them, like, go there one day to assist, maybe in cleaning her face, in shopping for her, doing whatever she's doing. You can assist. No, we don't do that. We just go, we celebrate death. We'll be dancing, we'll be happy. As if when that person was down, you were there. You were not there. You were not there. We can even understand it if you are not too close to the person and that kind of stuff. What about family members? Your own family members. Your sister is sick, your brother is sick, or your family, your relative is sick. You don't give them relevance. Immediately they die, say, oh, I am bereaved. I am bereaved. This person, I've lost this person. You start organizing wake keep. You start collecting money. You start giving money. The money would have helped that person at that point in time. You did not. You did not help the person. On the contrary, you were like, okay, you were praying. Then the person has died. Oh, God, that's God's way. But it may be, just maybe, if you assisted in her medication, she wouldn't have died. If you assisted in comforting her in that distress moment, at that moment when she was low spirited, she wouldn't have died. Those are the things that we neglect as Cameroonians. Those are the things that we neglect as Cameroonians. We are not there when somebody needs us. Immediately the person passes on. That is when we want to wear the best ashwabi. We want to sew the best styles. We want to sew the best blouse. We want to go and show off. We want to contribute. We want to give. I want to make a contribution list. The little. They make a group of contributors. They list that people have their $20 to contribute. You come with your $1,000. When that person was sick, you will not give her $20. You want to intimidate other people because you want to say you have money. That's not how they project money. It is very poor. I think this is something we need to look in our society and tell them. I had attacked one group that they put me there. I did not even know the guy. The guy died, I think about 2 years ago, 2 years back. I think it was Tom something, one popular guy like that. I say Kuba boy. They just created a group and they put me in a group. I did not know the guy. I was like, who is this? And somebody explained to me that is this guy. I said, but I never heard this guy was sick. Before that, I heard this guy had been sick like for years. I said, I never heard this guy was sick. Why did you not create this phone when this guy was alive? When this guy was sick? Why did they create this phone when this guy just died? Then anyway, on Facebook, I attacked somebody on it. I said, this is hypocrisy of the first degree. I never knew this guy from anywhere. It's not that I didn't want to contribute in any way, but I wanted to know this guy when he was sick, so that at least at that point, if you contribute something, you know that your money can help benefit the person in one way or the other. There's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of pretense. You don't want to help your own sister. You don't want to help your own person in their need. It must not even be sickness. There are times people go without having food in their house, but you don't understand. There are times somebody sits and the person really needs money. The person comes up to you and you are saying, that one poor, they can't kill you. That is not how life we're supposed to live. You must, but not everybody has money all the time, no. There are days you don't even have. There are days you have money, but you don't even know what to do with that money. Or you have money, you might have money, a lot of money in the bank. But truth be told, that money is in combat. It is there for a purpose. You might need something more, and you don't have money to use for that thing. You go to a friend, please, can you assist me on this? The next thing, your name is everywhere. That brings me to something that happened to me. I think about that I learned last week. There is somebody I always see and admire. And whenever she sees me, she'll just come, hey, sister. To me, I was like, okay, this guy is a nice person. I remember I discussed it with one of my friends. I told her that, you can imagine, each time this guy sees me, she will come to me and greet and say, hey, auntie, this, that. The my friend said, not true. She was not true, according to you. To me, I was like, okay, there's nothing wrong, even though the person is the other person's friend. Whenever she sees me, to identify and that kind of thing. I was like, okay, this is how life is supposed to be. Do you know that I was shocked last week when I called someone in Cameroon and we were discussing? Then something came up and then my person told me in Cameroon that, hey, there was this girl who came for years. Something came up, not because she wanted to tell me, we were just discussing something out of the box, like differently, and about this thing about helping people. Then he said, lest I forget, the girl came here and said, in the US, you are known like somebody who begs a lot. I was like, huh? So you are always begging, you don't have anything. And unfortunately for that girl, unfortunately for the person, she was saying to somebody whom I'm the one helping the person all the time, even when I was in Cameroon, even while I was, even now that I'm in the US. The person was so embarrassed. Say, who are you talking about? Say, I'm talking about that girl, no, they call it Metro Mado. So you're talking about Metro Mado. Then the person knows both of us very well. First of all, the person asks her, I said, can you even compare yourself with her? Yes, my dear sister. Say, can you compare yourself with Metro Mado? Say, was like, no, when I saw the year about it, say, in America, you know, get on the big. And that woman just told her, I said, let me tell you one thing. That woman is 100 times richer than all of you that I know, that you people come here. If you see her plots, if you see what she stays, if you say, you don't even talk to what you are saying. First of all, she's the one helping me out here in Cameroon. You don't even know. So the girl was shocked. Like, you people sit and you talk about people that you don't know. So I laughed. I laughed. I called one of my friends. I told her, I said, hey, can you imagine this? I said, it's not true. I be tell you, you ever declare I say for the like if outside your enemy there for your corner, I know you know. I was like, wow. Because probably somebody must have said something about me, somebody that does not like me, and you just build your impression based on that. No, that's not how we do. You don't build your impression based on what a third party tells you. Because as a matter of fact, you don't know me. You've never interacted with me. Because of hearsay, you just make up your mind about who I am, which is a very wrong thing to do. This is a very wrong thing to do. Now you find yourself in a situation and you're talking about me to somebody who knows me more than you, who knows my capability. That does not, it does not really, it does not really, like, should not only be me. I might go to somewhere and I'm talking about somebody. You don't know my relationship with that person. You don't know, I don't know your relationship with that person. I'm talking about you. Probably that person might even be your sister. It's about the tendency about, that's like I said, like, and I discussed that topic last week, like who is poor and who is rich, as if I knew this was coming. So when they told me about it, I laughed. I said, joy, joy, joy. I said, you see, they are close. They are very, very close. They will say, when you say, hey, she'll come to you, sister, come on close, fall on your body, squeeze you, and you were like, okay, nice person. But this is the impression she has about you. This is the person you've never, apart from one-on-one when you meet in public or you say hi, you've never interacted with the person, but this is the kind of impression the person has about you. And that is how we operate as Cameroonians. You just create an impression about somebody and it sticks. Because somebody tells you about this and you feel that this is how this person functions. And you take it to be the gospel truth. The gospel truth. But you don't know that the person that in your own mentality, the person that you think that the person is a how do you call it, the person is a weak person, or the person is a poor person, the person is richer than you in every ramification. And what is your idea of richness? Is it about wearing good dresses? Is it about eating the best food? Is it about driving the best cars? Your idea of your own richness is about your priorities, what you consider to be your own priorities. What can be your priorities cannot be my own priority. So by the time you're telling somebody that you are poor or the person is rich, it all depends on what you consider to be rich now, to be rich. If being rich means wearing all the nice dresses on earth and showing off, that is your own idea of richness. If your richness means that driving the best cars, that's your own idea of richness. If your richness means sharing with your friends, helping people, going to hospitals, buying people medications when they cannot afford it, that's your own idea of richness. So stop judging people like this one is rich, this one is poor, because you don't even know their mentality. You might be rich in mind, poor in spirit. You might be poor in spirit, rich in mind. That is what we do. So I just said, let me share this experience with you. I said, the Cameroon community. It is strange to see somebody start judging the person based on what a third party told you about the person. You don't even know that person. And you take it to a third party way back home. You don't even know my connection with the person. You don't even know how I got to know how the person knows me. Honestly, I was like, oh my God. I laughed until I had to share with my friend. My friend laughed and said, okay, you see, that's what the word he took. I said, but I don't even care. I don't even care. If my idea of riches, if your idea of riches is because I don't give you money, then good and fine. Or I can work all my money and give this. You don't know how I make my own charity. You don't know who I give my money. Or if I decide not to give my money, it's my money. It's my priorities, my prerogatives. So that's the main topic about sharing with people who are in distress. Probably because I came here, I was not working at that time, and I was like trying to put everything together, put one together, so that my husband, I can have the best Medicaid options for my husband, or medical help assistance for my husband, and every other thing. People think that that's the way you do. That's the way you live. But nobody, like I said, nobody in America lives for another, or in abroad. If you don't, you cannot survive. You must work to survive. You must do one thing or the other. And if you have good people around you, they will tell you exactly how to go about it, especially those of us who came and having difficulties. I had friends who will guide you, do this, and you survive like this. There are people who came, they did not have anything, they had people opened their hands and welcomed them. They sponsored them all through schools. They gave them about, they gave them place to lay their heads. Today, I don't even think those people recognize some of those people there. They must have abandoned them. They are still fighting. They are still insulting them. It's about gratitude. It's about what belongs to me. So my dear sisters, yeah, just they are so judgmental. But to me, it's like a monotonous sing song, because I look them and laugh. When you talk about somebody, you look at somebody, look at the person. If the person wants to dress, the person cannot even dress well. The person does not even know how to talk. The person cannot articulate well. Then there was one funny thing. No offense to people who passed by the road. The person asked her, say, this is somebody who flies to go to Cameroon, who comes to Cameroon like 4 times a year, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times a year, flies the world. You come to Cameroon at least once in 2 years, and you got to America by Mexico. road, you work like they talk about pigeon. So you work and enter America or foot, then the cost person way he fly enter on a wait. And not offense to no offense to people who pass by the road, but it was you come with that kind of mentality. You start insulting people. That's what my person told her. That you pass for roads, you can't talk about person way if the fly come for here how many times you come. If you work like what you mean by riches. But that's the mentality that she took to go and meet somebody who is a third party. And the person gave it to her direct. You are insulting somebody who came. Don't be depressed, I beg you. Thank you, my dear. There's some poor person abroad. You are discussing, the person told her you are insulting somebody who came, who entered America genuinely, and everything. You pass by the road, you're struggling, and you are saying the person is poorer. It is something, it's a state of the mind. I said, Lucy, for me, I just said, I will not take offense to that kind of a talk because that kind of talks because those are people I said they are poor in mind, the way they reason. Because you don't know me, you don't know, or the third party, you are judging the person based on what somebody else told you. That exactly. As you present yourself, see what a fake love right. The women in the market, they respect her. Say, hey, the mommy over get money. When you want, can they keep it the best things? Because of the way she carries herself. And they carries herself, get money. But she too is a struggling girl. Because she cooks food and she sells food. She has made customers. She has made those people in the market knows that she buys the best. When they buy things, I know they will buy and sell and then they go choose the best keeper for you. Because they can't pay, you know, they argue them. You know, so that one you go give them. Now for them, you get their listing. Best buy. When if you buy and call, you say, we get them over here, can't give you for house. That's what they do. Because when you carry yourself, the people who will take, who promote you, no. People who promote you, no. So that is what all this talks about. This I get money. You sit in the media, you're insulting people. Then you say you have money. It is strange. It is really funny. We go overboard. We do things that are really crazy. We hate each other beyond comprehension, and you sit and you think that it is really terrible. It is really terrible. Communion society. Let's sit up. Let's assist or each other when when the people are capable, when they can appreciate the good that you do to them, and don't give somebody something with the right hand, and you are insulting with the left hand and telling another person behind this I'm the one taking care of this person. You cannot keep somebody in America. Nobody. Brothers and sisters stay in the same house. In less than no time, they separate. They go their separate ways. They are fighting because of monetary issues. You can, if you even people are staying together, you share the bills, except family like husband and wife, children. But brothers and sisters, you share the bills equally. Even in my house, my kids share the bills. Everybody, mama, this is your share, this is your share. We do the same thing. Excuse me. It is unfunny this thing. We do the same thing. We share the bills. You pick this one, pick up this bill. You one pick up. If not, you cannot even survive it. People who stay alone at times, I wonder how they do it. You pick this bill, you pick this bill, you pick this bill, you sort it out. That's why I say people struggle in America. In America, it's all about bills and every other thing that we keep promoting ourselves, surviving ourselves. There's a next topic that somebody said we should tackle is this topic of house help. How do you treat your house help? To me, I think because before I came to America, I always had house help. So when if you are giving birth now in Cameroon, especially you change them until you tell yourself go tire. The one will come, you'll be as happy go, you find and if happy go. But then how do you treat your own house help? People who work for you, how do you treat them? Do you treat them like trash? Do you maltreat them like nobody's because they come to help you in your little corner? I'll talk about my own experience. I treated my house helps with a lot. I took them like my own people because that's what I saw in our home. They are very stupid mentality, but that's what we do. That's what we do. Cameroonian community especially, that you see them dancing, doing everything as if, but when the person was sick, you did nothing. Nothing. Probably maybe you don't know, but they did nothing. But when the immediate person covered, oh, they are the first to go and give money, $1,000, $500, try to contribute, so try to give ideas. But when the person was sick, you don't give ideas on what medication the person can take, on what you could, find time to go and visit the person. Some even go as far as saying that it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Yeah. My house helps, not one, not two, not three, because I have 3 children. You can imagine. The one will come, work for 1 year, goes, work for 1 year. This one, big woman. But finally, I settled for a bigger woman who will just come. The other ones used to stay at home, like stay 24/7. So when you are staying at home, I'll pay you 10,000 a month. That's what I used to do in Cameroon. When you stay out, but you see those children, you're just giving them money. They're home feeding, everything is 10,000. I'm keeping your money. The day you want to go, that will just give you. You want to do something. That was 10,000. No, then that was about. We're talking about 20 something years back, not now. 20 something years back, 10,000 a month was much. Today, I don't think 50,000 can make it. So when they stay at home with me, I used to give them 10,000. 10,000. I don't pay you every month. I just keep your money, because everything. You take it at home, you eat at home, I buy you dresses, I treat you like any other person in the house. You are sick, you go to the hospital, it's my responsibility, everything. But every month I make sure you have your money, 10,000 that I keep. And if you want to do anything, I'll send you. If you want to do your hairdressing, whatever. But most of the people, those help that came, they wanted to work, then they gather their money and go and do their things themselves, so they will not be distracted. So one was like to do hairdressing, the other was to do tailoring. So they'll just come and work for 1 year. They gather their money, 120 or 150. By the time you leave, you give them about 150. In that 1 year, they are home like it's their own house. They have their own space that they sleep. They have their own food. Number one, I don't dish their food. You dish your food. I don't discriminate. Number one, the first thing that you ought to know about house help, keeping a house help, is that they are like your own people. First of all, they are more in your house than you. They are with your kids. They can harm your children if you don't treat them well. So if you're buying things for your children, make sure you buy them something. Don't give them this ability so that they should be jealous. No, make them very comfortable, so that they don't develop any hard feelings towards you or your kids, because they are the only people who can poison you. They can kill your children if they want to. So if I hear people maltreating house help, to me it's strange, especially the ones that are taking care of your children. Especially ones that are taking care of your children, it is very dangerous, because they are the ones that they know anything. They can even sleep at night. You can even be sleeping at night, they open your door for thieves to come and kill you, because you did not treat them well. But once you are giving them everything that they need, truth be told, you cannot treat them like your own kids, but you give them, at least make them comfortable, that they don't feel like they are not wanted. They are the ones who protect you if somebody wants to harm you, but they'll think that, I don't treat them and me well, so person want killing and me I go suffer. That is because you give them the best treatment that they want. But by the time you shout, I shout at my children more than the house help, because you don't disrespect them. Any household that was in my house, my children called them auntie. So then they did not know that those were household. They thought they were their sisters or their aunties, because that was that's the impression I gave them. That respect. Don't tell because this is a house girl. I'll tell them, if my daughter eats, I'll tell you, go and keep your plates in the kitchen. They'll take their plate. And that's why you see them today, they know how to do those things. Because when the house help will be in the kitchen cooking, they are there, especially the second one. She's there to see everything. Wash plates, do everything. Not as if they cannot. If it's time for them to go and sleep, they'll go and sleep. It's just to guide them when you are not there. Just to guide them when they are not there. But there are some people who think that because they have you are a house help, everything in your house, they will be the ones to do it. You tell your house help to wash your pants. Your pants as a woman. Your house help to wash your pants. You tell your house help to clean everywhere. Your bedroom, your house help cleans your bedroom. Granted, I'm not saying that they can clean your toilet once in a while, and that kind of, but those are the things that you have to do it yourself. Very soon, you see your house help going to your bedroom in and out. The day you are not there, she goes there and sleep with your husband, and you are angry with yourself. How come? Because you've given her the opportunity to go to your room often. So it's like she knows every the nooks and corners of your room. Something gets missing in your room, you start blaming. So why would you blame somebody when you are the one you've given her the opportunity to enter your room at still? There are sensitive parts in your room that your house girl is not supposed to enter. Once in a while, even your room is supposed to be like a sacred place. But we don't know. Even if the child is a child of your house, like the person is supposed to have stayed permanently in your house, but you must have your own things that you do as a woman. You take your husband's pants, you give them to your house girl to wash. Jesus Christ. The ideas. Your husband enters the house, sits in the kitchen. Who is cooking? Your house help. My daughters were telling me yesterday, Mama, do you know that we're talking about my younger sister in Cameroon that used to cook so well? So Mama, she was always cooking. But when Daddy comes, you're the one cooking. Nobody enters the kitchen except Mommy. Mama. That when they were small, they still have it till today. Because I made it a point of duty. My husband was not staying in the US. He was staying in the US. Whenever he comes to Cameroon, Nami had the cook till he goes back. I make sure if I'm going to work, I get up early in the morning and I make food for my husband. Yes, my dear sister, our room should be respected. I make food for my husband. Every day, he liked okra a lot. I knew I'll make all kinds of okras because I wanted my husband to understand that me, I'm the one, that's my responsibility. My room, no, when my husband is there, you don't even enter the room. You don't even pass there. It was like my secret. But you women, what we do, you take your house girl, enter your husband's room, the husband your room, clean everywhere, make up the bed that you get up in the morning. Your house help will make the bed. I'm not saying that those are things that you can maybe once in a while. Go to your toilet, clean your toilet, does everything. Take your husband's pants, wash them for you. Your house help. Tomorrow, if your husband looks at her, you be angry. This picking and a bad picking, why they go sleep with your man? You gave her the go ahead. You made her understand that she can see what you are seeing. So we should stop putting the blame, shifting the blames, this goalpost to people, thinking that this is the thing because I have a house help, I have to treat them anyhow. Same goes with being an adult. You go to your village, like now I told my younger sister, look for a child, stay with the child. Like I'm always saying it here. If you have a child that you know that the mother cannot be able to sponsor the child, or in the villages, you can send the child to me. I need 1 or 2 children to be staying in my big house in Libe, with my sister and other countries. You can say, okay, you want to take a child, somebody's child, just because the child is not your own, you want to maltreat the child. When I talk, the one child is still with my younger sister, she called me and said, they picking the stubborn, no, the picking over stubborn. One send the picking back. I said, for waiting, I called the child. I said, he's stubborn. The child was like, she was not smiling. I told my sister, I said, if that child was your child, you would listen her back. Yes, she'll be stubborn because she just came to you. She has not gotten used to the whole place. So make her understand that this is how it is. It's not because the child is stubborn that you think you must get it. No, you can train that child. The child is still very young to be like you, the way you want the child to be. You can still groom the child. But just because the child is not your own, you think that you can go and give back the child back to the mother because she's stubborn. No. Except for exceptional cases. At times, thank you, Gabs. At times, those children, they don't even, they've not stayed in that kind of house that they are staying. So everything in that house looks strange. Man will sit or pit toilet, don't come for house we get a flushing toilet. Man will sleep for bamboo bed, don't come for house we get bed with turn loop. It will get a lot of times for adopt. So you need to train the person to live to that standard, to adopt by those standards. But those things, we don't think about it. We don't think about it. We just sit and we are saying that because I've done this person is no good. No, it is very wrong. It is very wrong. Treat your house help as if you treat your own children, your own siblings, because those people are the only people who can help you. Those are the people who can make you, like, they can kill you at any time. We see it in films, this national film, but those are the realities that people act. Because you maltreat a child, by the time you leave, the child decides to be beaten by your own children at home. Rape your children, the boys, even your boys, rape your children at home because of the way their mother, they are giving the punishment that you're giving them to your children unconsciously. But I've seen people who have taken house helps, trained them all through universities. I don't even want to call names. Train them from school, from primary school, good colleges, universities, and become like the first children of those houses. Today, they know that if anything happens to them, they are the ones who will come and stand and make decisions. But they are not related to that family. It's because of the way they groomed them. Because you say, okay, if you train a house girl or something, a house help, the way you want the child to be, tomorrow that child will never forget you. The child will know that, okay, this is my first home. This is somebody who brought me, who made me who I am today. And the person will never turn back. But we Cameroonians, we don't know those things. Africans generally, we don't know those things. That is why in America, if you go work for money houses, caregiving, home health, you are paid for your services. You are paid. In Africa, we don't pay them. But the little favor that we're supposed to give them, we don't even give them. We treat them like trash. We make them understand that because we are staying with them. We've given them life. Can you make life? No, you can't. You can't give anybody life. Love your bits. Thank you. So that's that. We do need to talk about that. Treating somebody equal in the eyes of in the world, in the eyes of everybody. Treat people the way you want them to be treated. Don't treat people like messy and those kind of stuff. No, keep them with what they want to do. Another aspect I want to talk is about taking responsibilities of your actions. At times when I hear people say things, I will look at them and laugh. Nobody knows everybody's journey. You might see somebody here, you think that this is the end of the person. You don't know. People have a lot in their closets. People have a lot of things that's bothering them. But the moment you stand and you ask yourself questions, and you ask yourself that, what is happening to you? Put yourself first. I'm one of those people that I know my circle. And I believe in what I do. No matter what you say about me, I look at you and laugh. I know exactly my capabilities. I know where I can go. Where I go wrong, I will acknowledge where I went wrong. I will not be that kind of person that will do something bad and I come and boast that I'm doing. Taking responsibility of your actions is the first thing that you ought to know. And I always say what is good for the goose is good for the gander. If you think that what this person is doing is wrong and this other person is doing is right, when both of them are doing the same thing, you have to check yourself. You are the person who has an issue. You are the person who has an issue. Like I always say, there was something I wrote under my post. People came, some people were giving their impression. If you disrespect me under my post when I write anywhere, even on Facebook, the best thing I just delete it because I don't want to be going back and forth. If I explain to you, tell you what I think, my dear sister, right now, I'm a dog lover. With what I'm going through now in my life, I bet you I can never have a house girl now. I can. Because with what from the first from like 4 years back to today that I'm being dragged on media, that I've decided to come to the media myself to face my fight. I can never have a house girl because now I don't even know who to trust. You don't even know who can drag you behind now. That's the fact. Because the way life is today is terrible. Somebody might be eating with you today, the next day something else happens, but it's that person. You do somebody something, you do somebody good, the person is thinking to revenge, to that, to give you that give you back. That the person respond is like something bad. So you don't even know what it takes into their life. Having house girl, or bring, even having house girl, bringing people close to you. There must be boundaries. There must be boundaries. When I go to parties, I just look, I don't sit on, if I'm drinking, immediately I leave that table, I don't go back, I don't take that glass again. Because you don't know. Somebody might hate you for nothing. Cat call. So my dear, life is so spiritual. We have to be in the spirit cat call times, at all times. Yeah. But then I think it's more of being cautious than being in the spirit. I think it's more of being cautious now in life, because even the people that you think are close to you now, you might be embarrassed to hear that when you are being insulted, they are the ones sharing, they are the ones giving information. Especially when it comes to these fake profiles now, that you don't know who is under the fake profile. That's the point. You'll be embarrassed. It's just being cautious. People are not being realistic in life. I might say that, I can say, okay, dog lover, I have a scar here, I have a scar here, I have a scar here, and I show you the scar, you see it. You go somewhere, they say, no, I have a scar behind here, my leg and my foot, and you know the truth, but you don't challenge the person. You say, no, I've seen the scar. That is not where she has a scar. That's the society we find ourselves in. You see A, you call it B. You see B, you call it B. Miss Sandra, you miss some few things. Then we are still on track. So that's the kind of life we are having now in our society. You cannot trust anybody. You cannot trust anybody. You have to be cautious wherever you go. At times when I sit, I look at myself, I shake my head. As you fall a victim on something that you're not even supposed to be part of it. But today you became a victim. So today you don't even know who harm you, where you are going. I always say these things, especially those of us who have been brought to the limelight, whether by design, whether by error, whether to our fault, whether to not our fault. You don't know who is your enemy out there. You don't know. You go out, people are looking at you. You don't know why they're looking at you because they love you, or because they are suspecting you, or because you're beautiful, or because you are ugly. You are just that's you're not yourself. You're afraid. Anywhere you go, you say, now the day for you, now who they mean? Because of the impression people have about you. Of the negative person, then somebody will be saying, this girl who said this thing about me, the girl has not, I've never interacted with this girl, does not even know me. Because a friend talked about me to you. You went and met somebody else when you're talking about me. Unfortunately for you, the person you're talking about me to is somebody that is, or let me just say, part of me. The person has any issue, the first person they should contact is me. The person who contact is me. Then you're going to sit with the person you're talking about me, not knowing my relationship with that person. You say how embarrassed you were. I say, no, that's not the kind of person you're talking to, because I know this person more than you. That's why I'm saying that it's about being cautious where you go, how you do, how the people you interact with. It is terrible. Life itself is complicated. People want you to be fighting with one another. I fight dates if I want to fight. I never surrender. I never surrender. I can fight till my end. But I know what battles to fight. And I know how to pick my battles. Right. Welcome to the show. I know how to fight dates. I know how to pick my battles. And truth be told, let me tell you something. I never lose a battle. because I don't engage in battles that I know that I will not fight. I never. I will not win. If I know that if I want to fight this battle, I will not win, I don't engage. Why would I go and engage in something that I know that I will not win? I engage in battles that I know that I will fight. I will win. And there's something that we've noticed. Somebody hurts you. The world know that this person hurts you. Just because your loyalty is being bought, or no, not your conscience is being bought over with money that does not have anything to do. They don't give you, they buy their consciences, and they sit and they talk, they say different things when they know the truth. When they know the truth. Money is not everything. And people who give money, they give you money with strings. They say Trojan horse, beautiful horse, you open it, there's poison inside. So let's try to be objective about life. Hear things, fight here, fight here, fight here. This one has done, this one has done. Have you bothered to check why the story that they gave you about this person was the truth? Have you bothered to check whether this thing happened to this person because of this? No. Because in society, we want to believe. We believe in what we see. And we believe in what we hear rather than what we see. We want to know that this person has done this. We were just we condemn somebody without knowing who the person is. That's our society. That's the communal society we find ourselves. Somebody will be truthful. There's something that the person has to say. Because it's not coming, because the person is in an enemy camp. You say, no, what she's saying is a lie. And when the person who's telling lies is the truth. Because of your mindset. We are no longer objective in the way we look at things. We are no longer objective in the way life functions. No. We want to do things our way because we want to place ourselves and our environment and the people around us. Not telling them the truth. That this one you're doing is right. This one you're doing right. I like when people suspect me. They say their things. I just look at them and I laugh. I'm one person. They will say that I'm one person. It's not that I don't forgive. I forgive a lot. Everybody forgives. But is forgiveness really necessary when the same thing will be happening all over again? No, it is not. It is not. It is not. He said forgiveness is painful. When you forgive somebody, if I forgive, I forget in toto. I forgive in toto. But do you go about forgiving somebody because you need to forgive the person, or because the person is genuinely sorry for what the person did? My dear sister, you've said it all. Dignity has been thrown through the windows. Even if you want to, in our world of today, I don't think there's any dignity left. Because those people who even have dignity, they do the worst. That they claim that they have dignities. You want to see them, what they do? You want to see them, what they do behind the scenes? We have all become some kind of a shadow of ourselves. Our community has become so intoxicated that people celebrate evil. People celebrate death more than the living. Somebody will be alive. The person is sick. The person does not have food. You not go and give her food. Then when the person dies, you bring 1 million to give the person. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. Now enter into the home of my Father. I know people heard that song, those of us who are Catholics. Say, whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. Yep. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. Now God talk and say, now enter into the home of my Father. Now true, I just take the case now, that case now. Say, when you is hungry, people need to give you. When you don't go for heaven, now God go ask you, say, what will you do for my brother? You don't do it for me. When I be hungry, don't give me for chop. Yeah. Now I don't deny I the sick, you know, give me when I was naked, when I prison, you know, give me clothes. Now you don't come down from my home. May I take you how? That's the simple thing that would that would sing the song only you know. As we don't big, we don't understand the meaning of those songs. So what you do for your brother, you do it for me. Your brother is there dying of hunger. You have it in quantums. You prefer to throw it there to the wings. I want to talk this. I don't make this thing as like an aside. Some person they were, if they pay people the money plenty for insult, for do different people they know. If family member they take care for them. If the people they will kill people, the people they will do, but family member they die hungry. They walk back around the streets. You pay people the money for go commit riot, riot for streets, for go commit crimes, for go do things them, for go people them for street, go dash money for people they get them. Their family members are dying of hunger. They don't even get roof over their heads. They work a beg for society, commit people them. But you are there giving out to people who do not even just because you want to maintain a name. Just because you want to maintain name. For what? Who do you want to impress? Who do you want to impress? Who? Me or the people out there? No. Impress your family first. Put them in some right place where you stand and say, okay, we have somebody somewhere where if you think we look good. No. But we don't have those things in our mind. In our minds, all we think is about, what do I do with this person? How do I do with this person? Definition of stupidity. Definition of misplaced priorities. Definition of robbing Peter to pay Paul. Why do you put people in a position that when you have it, if it's help your family, may stand. So I will help my people them out there. We don't get they'll just call you their name. Nothing no getting from them. Misplaced priorities. You don't get used for anything. So that's gonna be for best way. Educative things and don't get no bearing. Nothing. You want capacity, you want society. Okay, we could take example. Some person don't quote the example, say Big Brother Niger with a lot of immorality, a lot of things they show for the people they like them more than some program they way they talk about they don't get even half population. The money they even pay no be half of what they be educative. But everybody goes there because that's the where we are today. Team they be where they be more they be more of immorality than human thing. People they act. Okay, let me see the person. I watched this girl to one of these girls, this comedian then. Worry picking. He said that Baltazar videos. He said the way Nigerian they share them, the way the world share them. You know they share some particular man in film. That man go down a billionaire. That Baltazar something. The way it was shared, the way people were, everybody wants to be part of it. But if people they share people their achievements like that, and if you mind the way they will be, people nobody shares good things. No, bad things is shared the world. All man don't know Equatorial Guinea now because of that bad things. But if it was a good thing, then nobody will do it. If it was a good thing, nobody will do it. That's what life is. But we like to share bad things. When I become for yesterday, one can fight back until I decided say, the fight back talk my story. I talk my story. Everybody was like, oh, they clap. When I said something, they curse. They start cursing me like coward. This is no. I need the curse because I get a purpose. If I curse, I will be the same thing where I want to why they condemn me. But if I want to talk my story, I will talk the story without insults. But you insult me, I will give you back. Not by true insult. I will conscientize you, tell you the truth. But if I talk my story, it is my story, and I put it the way where I know it's a bit chronological, where it go suit me. The man with 200 tumba. Yes, that's why we talk about I say the only the way they share that thing, eh? If na film that man for being one of the richest men in the world. If na film will be actor, the man forget money, eh? Only the views we forget that for some channel. But you see they share to each other because na bad thing. So the world have to share. Everybody was like running to go and see. But if it was something that was that would be good, so I say, money look at. But people they hail him. Oh, he was hailed for being a bad man. This is the society we are today. They hail people for doing bad things. And they condemn people who are doing good. And tomorrow, where you want that one be part of it. We'll go part of it, but we'll still do what be necessary. We'll still do what is necessary. The things that are necessary in life, people will continue doing them. People will continue doing them. See me, I know the engage for one will finish them. One day, I take my time to do my things, but eventually I'll be there. I'll conquer. I'll get to the top where I want to be. That's how life is. Yes. I think like now I don't get much to say. I just want to talk about that thing about the way Cameroonians celebrate death more than the way they be for people the way they sick. Yeah, no, Dokolova. That's for me. I'm very original. As you see me for here, you see me anywhere. Nothing will change about me. I know they do my well for please anybody. I am me. I'm very original. I know what impress some person I want to be with person. No. I don't impress. When I talk, I need to do something. I don't be that kind of person. I'm not a pushover. I am focused. So my friend tell me to this. There was there's a boy tell me say, if you be no say me, I feel be the kind of housewife where I feel stay for my master corner for all these years. My one no well. Say my do. I know I for swear say no be you. I say for what? Because you judged me differently. That's true. You judged me differently. Okay, dear. Thank you. Happy weekend. Maybe me I can't go me now too. You judge me differently. Do not judge people because you are judging about somebody is very different. It's very different. Take home message. Help people when they desperately need it. When they can do not when they don't have the opportunity to see what you can do for them. Help them when they are alive, please. Not when they are dead. You start contributing millions of dollars. It doesn't make sense. Come on and sit up. And look around your environment. Know who you're associating with, because now wherever you go, try to be cautious because people are terrible. Terrible, terrible. Everything must not be around fights, around anything. People should stand on their listing and do their things. Last but not the least, I will share. I have plots for sale. I have 2 hectares in Yaoundé, Soa, precisely. I have 650 meters square in Oja. You know where Oja is situated? Oja is situated in Yaoundé, where those ministers, most of them stay, directors build their houses, senators, all of them. It's a very good place, good location. Tap me behind if you need a plot. I have 3 plots in Limbe, one 800 meters square, one 2,500 meters square. I think one is 1,000 meters square too. So always buy plots. Tell your sister to tell another sister. Tell your friend to tell your friend. It's very important. You need to buy them. And those for adoption too. You can contact me behind. If you want for the plot, somebody contact me for the plot. I still have to give her specifications of all the plots. If you have your minister brother in Cameroon, your director brother in Cameroon who wants to build a house in Yaoundé, contact me and I will give you all whatever you need. Any kind of land that you need. The one for 2 hectares, you can do company. You can do your company, or you can open a company. Even if you have like those of you in America. Okay, we have all those things there. So you use your company. You can go to people who want to open companies in Cameroon. That one in Yaoundé Soa is very, very good. You can do your complex, whatever. you know, hotels, resorts. The one in Limbe, you can open your resort, 2,000 meters, 2,500 meters square for Limbe. That is good. You can open your a big resort, gym, everything involved. So tell your brothers, tell business people, proposals who know what to do. It's there. Well, I don't advertise something that I don't know. I don't have confidence. The lands are not encumbered. So whenever you need them, get to me. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you, darling. I love you all. Bye.